Hey guys, it's Kevin. It's going to be another classic movie review for you guys, and this movie I'm going to be reviewing. I've always been very fascinated with this movie for quite a few reasons. If you look at the cast in this movie, you don't expect this movie to be as high praised as it was. However, I looked at this movie not only had the lead actress had a Best Actress nomination, it was nominated Best Picture at the Oscars, and I'm like, I have to check out this movie. I need to see how it is, especially because Cher's in it, and I never really thought of Cher as an actress. So I was interested in seeing how this movie is. And that movie I'm going to be reviewing is the 1987 romantic comedy, romantic dramedy, I'd say, classic Moonstruck. Now, Moonstruck is a movie that I definitely was interested in, as I said, just because of the fact of all those nominations it has. I'm like, really? This movie, does it really deserve it? And after watching Moonstruck, does it really deserve all the praise it gets? Yes, I think it does deserve it because it's a lot better than I think it could have been. I think that really is why the movie was praised as much as it could. I mean, the movie could have sucked horribly and could have been this and could have just bombed horribly, and it really didn't. It's actually a very good movie that I overall really enjoyed. It does have a few problems, but they're very small. So let's get to the basic plot of this movie. We focus on this girl, Loretta Castorini. She's this very Italian American widow who recently has just become a widow after her husband died. And she basically has this boyfriend, Johnny, who basically he proposes to her out of nowhere. He just randomly proposes to her. However, he tells her that he needs to leave, basically, for Sicily to attend to his dying mother. But basically while he's gone, so he'll return later while he tends to his dying mother. But when he returns, he needs one last request from her, and that is to basically get his brother to basically invite his estranged brother Ronnie to the wedding, younger brother Ronnie to the wedding, who really wants something to do with him, and pretty much is just really not happy with him. And so she basically decides to make this request happen. She ends up recruiting Ronnie, and in turn, they end up actually possibly falling in love, and she has to make sure she can fall in love with him, and that's the basic plot of Moonstruck. So, yeah, it is kind of a love triangle, but it's also kind of not, and I really love about this movie, and I think it's really good the way the movie does that. So, first of all, right off the bat, the cast. Again, Cher is the main character in this movie. I've never thought of Cher as an actress. Wow, is she a great actress in this movie. First of all, she is hilarious in this movie. I didn't expect her to be nearly as funny as she was. I love what the film has to say about love. I love the discussion she has. I mean, just her character was so funny. She gets into these crazy situations, and I think she handled it perfectly. She won Best Actress at the Oscars, and I can definitely see why. I mean, she really had that comedic stuff pulled off. I mean, again, this could have been a huge disaster, and she did a fantastic job in this movie. I think she was amazing. Not amazing, but she definitely was very good. I thought she was great. Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage, of course, yeah, we make fun of him. Yeah, he's a very theatrical character, theatrical actor. And here, I think he gave a really great performance because his character's ridiculous here, Ronnie. I mean, he gets into the crazy situations. His character literally cut his hand off just by talking to his brother and pretty much hates his brother and detests him. But at the same time, he's actually very sweet at points. I definitely really love about his character. I like the chemistry between Cher and Nicolas Cage. It definitely is there. I thought that you definitely see chemistry, and I definitely thought that they both were really good. However, Olympia Dukakis stole the show as Rose. Oh my god, she was hilarious. She plays Loretta's mother, and she's so funny. The whole movie, she's like, don't marry men. You don't know what you're going to get into. You can't love a man. That's what happened with me and your father. And it's hilarious, the conversation she has. I loved her character. She was hilarious, and she was just great. Also, Vincent Gardena as Cosmo, Loretta's dad, was also very funny. I thought they were all really great in the movie. So everyone was definitely very well casted. The directing here is really good as well because the director knows what they're doing here. They're not trying to make something high concept. They weren't trying to win Oscars, but they did. I mean, I would say that they're not trying to win Oscars here, but they won a shit ton of Oscars, and they got nominated for a lot of stuff. So I think definitely the directing was really good, and that's definitely something I really love about the movie. However, the best thing about this movie by far is the screenplay. The screenplay is so funny. I was laughing so much throughout this movie. I was surprised by how much I really was laughing, but I really was laughing a lot, and it's probably one of the funniest movies I've seen, honestly. I mean, it's absolutely hilarious. What the film has to say about love and things like that, and the conversations are just absolutely ridiculous, and I love it about the movie. I thought the writing was just on fire. It was hilarious, honestly. It was perfect. It was great writing. I love the writing. Cinematography is really good to this movie, definitely. I definitely really love cinematography. I love the way it showed, like, city life. I thought that was really cool as well. And also the score. I really like the Italian score. It really puts you into the movie. The Italian score definitely was in there because the movie definitely is very Italian. I mean, she plays an Italian woman, and I definitely really enjoyed that. And also, I really like the ending to the movie. The ending was kind of unexpected, but I definitely really enjoyed that, and I thought that was really good. If I had any problems with the movie, though, I will say also, this is not your typical romantic comedy. I will definitely say that. I mean, at times it's kind of making fun of romantic comedies, which I really didn't expect, but I like that it did that, and I thought it was really good that the movie did that. So, yeah, it's not really your typical romantic comedy. It's something that I would definitely recommend, and if you don't like romantic comedies, you'll probably love this movie because it perfectly makes fun of romantic comedies, and I definitely really love that. I thought that was really good. And of course, she's kind of wondering, does she want to fall in love with this guy? And I like that at first these two completely hate each other, but then they just fall in love out of nowhere. And yeah, so I thought that was definitely very good. I definitely really enjoyed that, I have to say. And I also love the transformation of kind of turning Ronnie into a gentleman. I thought that was really good because when we first meet Ronnie, he is this really rough, very rough guy, very foul mouthed. I mean, he pretty much is the definition of not class. He pretty much is the definition of not classy at all. And Loretta has to gives him this makeover and gets him very classy. And I really like the transformation of Ronnie's character. Thought that was really good, and I definitely really enjoyed the way they handled that. So if my only problem with this movie, really, if I wanted to pick anything, is that it is a bit overrated. I don't think it deserves all the Oscars it gets, but I will definitely say this. The story wasn't that grasping. At times I did kind of lose focus. And also I did feel the movie dragged on a bit in the second half. Not too much. I just felt like some of it was like, all right, can we pick up the pace here? There's a whole thing with their parents that I really didn't care about. They were hilarious, but I didn't really care the scenes with them. I just didn't really care about. I was like, can we just pick this up? I don't really care too much about this. I wanted to care more. I didn't. I definitely wanted to care more about what was going on there. And especially the last half, it definitely did start to drag on. However, the ending really did save it for me. I thought the ending was hilarious. I love the way the ending happened. It is a bit predictable. I will definitely say that the movie is predictable, but that's not a problem because it's a romantic comedy. You know that in the end they are going to fall in love. You know that that's going to happen. I wasn't surprised with the way the movie ended, and I thought that pretty much was what was going to happen. I like that the movie wasn't too cliched either. The movie's actually kind of realistic at points, and I definitely enjoyed that as well. It is definitely very silly. My only other thing with the movies, there were times where I was like, do I laugh here? Is it supposed to be dramatic? There were times where I didn't know if I was supposed to laugh or if it was supposed to be dramatic, and that really is my only other thing with the movie. So overall, guys, I really enjoyed Moonstruck for the most part. That's really all I can say about it. I don't have really much to say about this movie. I think that it definitely is a very fun movie. It's definitely better than what it could have been. Again, Cher, I never really thought of her as an actress, but she really is great in this movie. She really did a fantastic job. And if I had to give the movie rating, I would definitely give it a B+. I think it's a really fun watch. I definitely recommend it. It's highly enjoyable. You'll really enjoy it. It'll definitely change your perception of Cher, because I never really thought Cher had this talent, but she really does a great job in this movie, and I'd like to see her in other movies. I think she definitely was very good here, and I'd love to see how she is in other movies, definitely. But that's basically my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys saw this movie. If you have seen it, I highly recommend you guys check it out. It'll also change your perception of Nicolas Cage. It'll show that he doesn't need to do these big, over-the-top roles, which he does do some of that in this movie, but he also has some really nice toned-down stuff, which I really liked as well. So that's basically my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be for another classic movie review, and I will see you guys for that. Okay, bye.